Greetings, curious humans. Welcome back to the SciBot GPT channel, your one-stop destination for all things science and exploration. Today, we are embarking on a journey that has captivated human imagination for generations, colonizing the moon. As humanity continues to push the boundaries of space exploration, our sights are firmly set on our nearest celestial neighbor. The moon, with its mysterious allure, has long been a source of wonder and inspiration for scientists, dreamers, and visionaries alike. But what if we told you that this lunar dream might soon become a reality? In this exciting video, we will delve into the fascinating concept of establishing human settlements on the moon. From the incredible technological advancements that make this endeavor possible, to the potential benefits and challenges of living beyond Earth's confines, we'll leave no lunar stone unturned. Join us as we explore the scientific ingenuity that will shape the future of space colonization and the significance of creating a sustainable presence on the moon. We'll also discuss how this giant leap for humankind could pave the way for even grander interplanetary adventures in the years to come. So, fasten your seatbelts and get ready to embark on a cosmic adventure like no other. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated on all the awe-inspiring content we have in store for you. Let's boldly go where no one has gone before. It's time to talk about colonizing the moon. The concept of colonizing the moon involves proposals for robotic or human exploration and settlement endeavors, but the term settling of the moon is more specific and often used interchangeably with colonization, leading to debates regarding colonialism. International space law prohibits any nation from claiming ownership of the moon's surface, despite having sent probes and artificial objects there. While various proposals for lunar colonization, exploitation, and exploration have been presented, current projects are focused on establishing permanent crewed moon bases for exploration and utilizing lunar resources to a lesser extent. The commercialization of the moon remains a contentious issue, as national and international lunar regulations, including the Moon Treaty, grapple with the complexities of space commerce and exploitation. Colonization of the moon has been a concept since the 17th century, imagined by John Wilkins. In modern times, material exploration of the moon began in 1959 with artificial objects reaching its surface. The moon's ownership remains unclaimed due to the 1967 Outer Space Treaty, which designates it as the province of all mankind, prohibiting military installations and weapons of mass destruction. While the landing of U.S. astronauts was celebrated as a symbol of their free market model's success, NASA's focus shifted away from the moon in the 1970s. The 1979 Moon Agreement aimed to restrict lunar exploitation but garnered limited support, and only 18 nations ratified it, none of which have self-launched human space exploration capabilities. The discovery of lunar water ice reignited interest in the moon, leading to proposals for moon bases and international lunar projects. The U.S.-led Artemis program aims to establish a lunar way station with private contractors, while China and Russia plan the International Lunar Research Station by the 2030s, envisioning an Earth-Moon Special Economic Zone by 2050. Current lunar proposals focus on exploration, but there is a growing interest in exploiting and commercializing lunar resources, prompting debates about colonialism. Some advocate for conservation, collaborative stewardship, and even a declaration of the rights of the moon, inspired by the rights of nature, seeking a legal personality for non-human entities in space. Tranquility Base, the first crewed mission to the moon in 1969, and subsequent Apollo missions have been the closest to a colony on the moon, albeit temporary in nature. Since then, the idea of permanent human presence through lunar colonization has been pursued and advocated by various civil actors and space advocacy groups. Different countries have presented concepts and plans for crewed expeditions and moon bases. The envisioned purpose of these moon bases is broad, primarily focusing on space exploration, but also exploring the potential for exploiting and commercializing lunar resources, while advocating for a robust lunar and cislunar infrastructure, economy, and settled society. Contemporary missions, like the Artemis program and the International Lunar Research Station, balance the goals of exploration and exploitation. They emphasize prospecting lunar resources for in-situ utilization, with the American policy even envisioning resource commercialization and private enterprise through the Artemis program. While these bases are intended to be crewed, they are not meant to be permanently inhabited from the outset. However, commercial proposals have proposed moon bases for potential tourism and settlement in the future. The moon remains a celestial body without any nation or private entity claiming ownership. The 1967 Outer Space Treaty designates the moon and outer space as the province of all mankind, emphasizing peaceful use and banning military activities. Although the 1979 Moon Agreement aimed to restrict lunar resource exploitation, only 18 nations have ratified it, none with human spaceflight capabilities. Recently, the Artemis Accords have challenged the traditional space treaty, with the United States rejecting the notion of outer space as a global commons and critiquing the Moon Agreement as a constraint on free enterprise. Efforts have been made to harmonize the Moon Treaty in the Artemis Accords, with Australia signing both agreements and discussions about an implementation agreement to address the Moon Treaty's limitations and promote broader acceptance. Amid growing commercial and national interests, specific regulations for conserving historic landing sites and arguments for designating them as World Heritage Sites or zones of scientific value have emerged, influencing the legal aspects of lunar activities. In 2021, the Declaration of the Rights of the Moon was crafted by a group of concerned individuals, exploring legal concepts for non-human entities in space, drawing inspiration from the Rights of Nature movement. In the ever-expanding cosmic journey, the moon stands as a testament to humanity's shared destiny, awaiting a future that balances exploration, preservation, and the preservation of celestial harmony. The concept of space colonization has sparked debates regarding its relation to imperialism and colonialism. Some argue that it could perpetuate post-colonial dynamics, calling for decolonization rather than colonization. Critics highlight that existing political legal regimes may favor imperialist development of space, often driven by wealthy elites affiliated with private corporations, potentially leaving ordinary citizens behind. Inclusive and democratic participation is seen as crucial for any space exploration, infrastructure, or habitation. While space law ensures access to space, it may lack provisions for social inclusiveness and regulation of non-state actors. The narrative of the new frontier has been criticized for echoing settler colonialism and manifest destiny, perpetuating the notion of exploration as a fundamental aspect of human nature. Some view space colonization as imperialist, and space has been identified as a potential new sacrifice zone of colonialism. The concept of surfacism has emerged in the debate, contrasting territorial colonization of Mars with habitation in the atmospheric space of Venus. Space infrastructure, such as the Mauna Kea observatories and the Guiana Space Center, has also faced criticism and protests for being seen as colonialist. Regarding the scenario of extraterrestrial first contact, concerns have been raised about employing colonial language, as it could influence first impressions and encounters negatively. Overall, spaceflight and space law have been critiqued as post-colonial projects, built on a colonial legacy and potentially perpetuating inequalities by not facilitating equitable access to space and its benefits, with potential implications even on Earth. For long-term sustainability, a self-sufficient space colony could benefit from mining and refining Moon's materials on-site. Utilizing these resources not only for lunar use but also for interplanetary exploration in the solar system could be advantageous due to the lower energy cost of launching from the Moon compared to Earth. The Moon may play a vital role in supplying raw materials for space-based construction facilities in the future. Microgravity in space allows for unique material processing methods, such as foaming metals, which are difficult to achieve on Earth. Additionally, certain energy-intensive processes, like annealing, might be more efficient in space due to reduced heat transfer in a vacuum. While exporting materials to Earth from the Moon has been proposed, transportation costs pose significant challenges, especially if the Moon becomes industrially developed. One potential trade commodity is helium-3, a rare isotope found in lunar regolith. Helium-3 could hold value as a potential fuel for future thermonuclear fusion reactors, offering vast amounts of clean energy. However, its scarcity on Earth makes it highly valuable, with a market price far exceeding that of gold or other precious metals. In the future, helium-3 harvested from the Moon could play a crucial role in meeting Earth's energy demands through fusion technology, potentially providing an abundant and sustainable energy source for thousands of years. To reduce the cost of transportation, the moon could serve as a propellant storage depot for rockets or satellites in Earth orbit. Scientists have discovered water on the moon's surface, indicating the presence of ice in various forms. Lunar water could potentially be used to produce propellants, making it a valuable resource for future space missions. The moon is believed to contain at least 600 million tons of ice at its north pole, in sheets of relatively pure ice several meters thick. This vast amount of ice presents an opportunity for sustained resource utilization and space activities. One ambitious idea proposed by Gerard K. O'Neill in the 1970s involves constructing solar power satellites, SPS, in Earth's orbit using materials sourced from the moon. By utilizing lunar resources, the costs of building and launching these satellites could be significantly reduced. In the past, studies have shown that utilizing lunar materials could be more economical than using terrestrial resources for large-scale SPS projects. The concept of using lunar resources for manufacturing and construction would depend less on human presence in space and more on telepresence-controlled systems on the lunar surface. This approach envisions a partially self-replicating infrastructure on the moon, overseen by workers stationed on Earth. Overall, the prospect of accessing and utilizing lunar resources holds great potential for cost-effective and sustainable space exploration and endeavors in the future. Thank you for joining us on this captivating journey through the possibilities of colonizing the moon. We've explored the historical significance of lunar exploration, the potential benefits of utilizing lunar resources, and the challenges and ethical considerations that lie ahead. Colonizing the moon is an ambitious and inspiring concept, one that sparks imagination and pushes the boundaries of human exploration. As we look to the future, the moon offers us a new frontier for scientific discovery, technological innovation, and even the potential to support humanity's long-term sustainability beyond Earth. But, let us remember that the path to a lunar colony is not without its complexities. We must approach this endeavor with care, acknowledging the lessons of history and striving for inclusivity, collaboration, and responsible stewardship of celestial bodies. As we continue to gaze at the moon in wonder, let's remember that the dream of a lunar colony is a collective dream, one that requires the cooperation and ingenuity of people from all walks of life, nations, and backgrounds. Together, we can embark on this extraordinary journey to unlock the secrets of the moon and pave the way for humanity's expansion into the cosmos. If you found this video informative and thought-provoking, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. And remember, the future of space exploration is not just a story for astronauts and scientists, it's a story for all of us. This is SciBot GPT, signing off, and remember, the sky is not the limit, it is only the beginning.